Good afternoon. So, as promised, I said that I would speak about fasting. So let me explain to you the purpose of fasting in a number of different ways. This flesh body that we live in, and this physical existence, has a profound effect on our soul. The things that we allow our physical self to do impacts our soul. This is why dying to yourself, or the daily dying, is a requirement, that you must die to this flesh every single day to live in Christ. Now, Christ was in the wilderness for 40 days and he was fasting. And it was only after 40 days, or after the duration of fasting, that he could withstand the temptation of the enemy. It wasn't at the beginning, it was at the end of that fast. Now, that's not because the enemy didn't come to him in the beginning. It's simply that he couldn't withstand the temptations until he had fasted. Now, the reason for this is quite simple, is that we have become so reliant upon the external things of this flesh, the meals that we receive. We believe we need 3 meals a day. We believe we need these foods, and so we consume them. These foods also satiate anger and consternation or fear or sadness. So we eat. We eat because it's an occupation of the flesh. It is something that puts us in control, where we control what we consume. Now, this becomes a profound problem in obtaining a level of a higher self that you can connect with the Father, because you're so very reliant upon the flesh. So fasting from things, there's many kinds of fasting. Fasting from your cell phone or social media or anything. Any sacrifice of anything in the flesh that you have become conditioned to accept on a daily basis is a powerful thing, because it's a lesson on how to live without the flesh. The most primal instinct that we have is to eat. Now, once you've gone without eating for quite some time and you've learned to just fulfill the body's needs as it needs it, you become incredibly aware of who you are inside. That sacrificing the needs of the flesh is what allows you to connect with the Father. Becoming dead to yourself is becoming dead and having control over those needs to even eat food. In the times that are coming upon this world, it's going to be very important that you learn to live on only what is needed, not what you want, and nothing that is in excess of what is needed, because then it is simply serving as a satiation for something else. There is also profound impact on the cleansing of your body, because your body stores up toxins within the fat and within the muscle. Now, the body, once you have denied it food, it will begin to find its source of energy from elsewhere. In fact, nothing external. It will first attempt, your mind will first attempt to convince you to take it from somewhere else in the physical. You deny all of that. Fasting isn't simply just not eating. Fasting is not consuming anything outside of yourself. That all of the source of your energy, all of the source of your happiness comes from within you and nothing external. And during that process, if it's a distilled water fast or whatever kind of fast it is, I suggest distilled water, as it allows a much higher degree of cleansing of your body. Now, I've heard many people say that they think that decalcifying your pineal gland is evil or demonic. Well, let's just put it this way. The enemy wouldn't spend so much time calcifying it if it were evil. So, with that said, I'm not going to tell you how to fast or how long to fast. I'm only going to tell you that The things of this flesh and the external, no matter how good they might seem, they do take on a life of their own, and they do become commanding no matter what. You cannot get away from the fact that this flesh and this physical world is the enemy's world. So with that said, I'm going to be taking a fast as well. And that fast will entail these videos. Because even in this, even supplying this information and teachings and helping you to find the truth, for me, it is required that I also fast. Not just fast from food, but fast from other things, including doing these videos. So with that said, I don't know how long that fast will be. I'll leave that in the Father's hands. But I will not be making videos for a little while, so I just want to help you manage the expectations of that. I will keep you in prayer, as I always do. I love you very much, and I ask that you keep me in prayer and support and love me as well. And I'll see you when I return.